I want to speak to you today about mortgage regulation and pledge regulation institutions. It is one from the most important institutions for credit and loan agreements. It is also applicable for ipoteke agreement and syndicated loan agreements. Mortgage is real estate mortgage. One-party mortgager sends to mortgagee real estate to secure the performance of obligations. It is also restricted to lay the state property because in accordance with the Russian Federation Federal Act on the ipoteke is the restriction about the laying of the state property. The second point of my introduction is the point about the persons who participate in at the time of the mortgage agreement action. First is mortgager. It is a person who transmits real estate. Mortgagee is the person who takes real estate. The same position with the subjects we have in pledge agreement. There we have pledger and pledgee. The pledger is the person who transmits the virgin property, and pledgee is the person who takes virgin property. Mortgage regulation is the same as the purchasing regulation, but it has specific base, credit or loan, as I said before. As you understood, it is one from the most applicable and from the most respectable measures for the future credit execution. To execute our mortgage property, it is normal for all credit organizations to sign with the mortgagee agreement between mortgager and mortgagee about extrajudicial recovery of the mortgage property. The main idea of this agreement is non-judicial accepting of the property as a result of changing of the circumstances of the credit or loan agreement when mortgagee cannot execute its obligations. Are really developed, and the legislations which was approved by British associations and also in banking associations is more respectable and more useful for everybody there. The agreement mortgage deed, it is type of the interim measure at the time of the mortgage action. In Russian it is закладная. We use when we sign the mortgage agreement, we should form or we should file this deed for future execution of our contract, mortgage contract, and also for the registration of our mortgage property. Registration. All actions with mortgage property should be registered in central registry. In the UK, it was named as land registry. For the Russian Federation, it is central register of the rights of the rights. Okay.
Of the owner.
Yes, of the owners. Sorry. Nature of the asset in the UK. We have freehold and leasehold. The main difference between them is that freehold has more valuable interests for loans, because freehold is the same right as ownership, and leasehold it is right to occupy property, to build any houses or any real estate on our land for set terms of years from the date of the lease. It is not restricted to use this mortgage, this property as mortgage, but it has small fortune for execution for interests in banking system. Restrictions. It is restrictions. It is restricted to enforce person to transmit its property in mortgage. All credit organization should represent, should give to the mortgagee, potential mortgagee, the right to transmit its property in mortgage. It is restricted to make mortgage operation without license. It is normal for the Russian Federation and for the UK, because all of the operations, for example, with mortgage, it is banking operations. That's why you should apply for banking license, banking operation license, and the plates. It is the most difficult because it is specific type of the mortgage property. You should form more than 50 different types of the agreements, deeds, registration forms in different types of the registers. You should also, mortgage rights should be registries in accordance with the special procedure for the planes or for the ships in a special register. Finally, I want to announce you that, for example, for mortgage agreement for ship or for plane, in accordance with the legislation of the United Kingdom, there are special insurance agreement on the responsibility of the mortgager. That's why, in accordance with this agreement, you should insure your responsibility on cause of your unliability of your obligations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you have any questions,
if there are any differences between mortgage and hypothec, and if there are any, could you please name them and explain them to me?
we have just one general difference between mortgage and hypothec. It is the term, because normally mortgage agreement, it is agreement with the leasehold and freehold property, and hypothec, it is classical agreement for the continental law system, for example, for Russian Federation, for France, for Germany, but the main idea of them is the same.
I see. And I also would like to ask, what is a sham transaction?
Sham transaction? Sham transaction, as I know, it is which illegal transactions with participants of